Hi everyone, it's Leslie. Welcome back. Today's question of the day is, how do I heal feelings of grief, guilt, and sadness? And that's pretty common, especially now because our shift on earth is very, very intense. And so these feelings rise because we are not paying attention to the unloved parts of ourselves. They're not pleasant to deal with, and most of us want to shove them under the mat. But they keep rising, and they will come back and bite us in the butt sometime in our life if we don't pay attention to them, and they will absolutely bite us in the butt as far as health is concerned. So it's very important to know that they're rising, to say, hey, pay attention to me. I am the unloved parts that still need to be acknowledged and worked with and healed, because I'm your guide back into the light. So the Auracle Healing Cards and the color vibrations which will support the healing of these emotions are Cerulean 2, Violet 2, and Aqua 2. Now in Cerulean 2, it is entitled Soul Gate, which is representative of our heart, the key inside of our heart that only we can turn, because it only responds to our sound of love. This is metaphor and reality of the fact that nobody can fix us but us. So you see this boy sitting on an Egyptian tablet that is inscribed with words of wisdom and light. And he's kneeling in a sad position because he hasn't turned around to see himself yet. He hasn't seen his light. He doesn't want to look inside himself. He's afraid to see his power. And you see all the orbs around that of his star family, his cosmic family, which are there to support him in his journey of rediscovery of himself as a spiritual being in the human experience. So this particular oracle will help you to dissolve blockages in your heart, your lungs, and your throat, preventing any creative expression from coming through you, which also help you to feel disconnected from your spiritual alignment. When you're not expressing yourself or you're judging yourself, then you feel shut down. So this is part of what is going to connect you back to yourself, the frequencies and vibrations that come from cerulean, the actual color frequency, and the encodings in there, which bring the feeling of love and nurturing and safety. That's what's coming through the cerulean 2. It's going to help you align with your spiritual journey, with your actual infinite self, and to ignite memories as to why you are here. It will help you remember. So it's very supportive, very loving, very nurturing. Then we go to Violet 2. And Violet 2, you see this woman who's absolutely in despair and in grief, and her soul is looking up to the heavens. And there's an angel behind her, reminding her that she's never been disconnected from spirit, but this woman feels disconnected. She has consistently made decisions which bypass her heart. She has not listened to the messages that keep coming in over and over and over, and now she's feeling grief. And what is grief? Grief is when you can't change a circumstance, and we don't want to get to that. And then she feels guilt because she's angry at herself for perpetuating these situations that are creating illness or separation in her life from spirit. So the violet itself has to do with transmutation of denser thought forms that are carried in your family lineage. So you have your ancestral lineage, you have societal lineage, and you also have your present family lineage. So you're carrying thoughts and words, vibrations of fear that you're unconscious of that come from many, many, many lineages past through your family genetics. And so what this Oracle Healing Card does in this vibration is help you to transmute that, to change your thoughts from dense, and I'm not going to say high or low, because that's duality, from denser thought forms which weigh your heart down and cause you to perpetuate things in your life that create the same cycle over and over, which cause depression, to more expansive thought forms that are uplifting, which are inspiring you to look inside to your inner power and discover your inner power. So and believe in yourself. Believe in who you are and why you're here. Because whatever you believe, you become. Whatever your thoughts are, you create around you. So this is taking those and forgiving the lineages. Really, as you heal, you are creating a healing wave that goes way, way, way back into your ancestral lineage and your familial lineage and those who are coming after you. So this is a really beautiful process of forgiveness and transmutation into a place where you are experiencing your full connection with spirit, that you have never not had that connection, because you are God, Goddess, all that is. So this is going to help you change the very core of your DNA so that you can see yourself and who you really are, your true authentic self. Then we move to Aqua 2, and you see this boy who is drowning. He's in distress, and he's drowning in his own tears. He has, again, consistently not listened to the messages of his heart. He has bypassed those messages, and it has made him feel grief and sadness and guilt, disappointment, and so the water itself represents the unconscious. The fact that he's looking into his reflection in the water is a metaphor for him peering deeply into his soul to see who he really is, which will allow the pain and disappointment to begin dissolving. When we try to control the outcome of life because our fears, our thoughts are fear-based, then we become overwhelmed. And we've all been there. So what the Aqua 2 does is it helps to dissolve the fear-based programming and allow the emotions of going with the flow. It's going to bring waves of peace into your energy field, allowing you to feel safe and nurtured and centered. So and bring you back to your heart. So the most important thing is all three of these oracles will connect you back into your heart, connect you into your infinite spiritual self and your creative self, so that you can further discover who you are as a spirit having the human experience, to feel safe, to feel connected, to feel loved, and to honor your journey. To listen to what your heart has to tell you and listen to its messages by feeling its expansion or contraction, and not going with what everybody else is saying, but simply following your own brilliant guidance. So for any of you who have the Oracle Healing deck and you want to go further in and more deeply into what I just discussed here, for Cerulean 2, go to page 115. For Violet 2, go to page 159. And for Aqua 2, go to page 125. I am going to leave you for 30 seconds to absorb these beautiful, the healing transmissions from the mandalas. And as you're having your gazing session, notice how your heart is feeling. Just be aware of that. And thank you again for joining me. Stay tuned, there's more coming. And I send you all big golden iridescent sparkly hugs. And until next time, see you soon. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.